Today we're gonna ask Guru about his trip to Varanasi because unfortunately I couldn't join him.
A beautiful, beautiful city, one of the oldest ones in India with so many names, just like everything else in India. Banaras, Varanasi, Kashi, where life and death meets together in one river. At least this is what we always hear about this beautiful place on internet, don't we?
So, let's start from the beginning.
It's a special month Shravan, so me and a couple of my friends decided to join a couple of things together. First of all, a visit to most important temple of Lord Shiva, Kashi Vishwanath, with a nice good old bike ride. Who doesn't like that? We all gathered together early in the morning in Lucknow and we took off for Banaras. It was an amazing, beautiful journey with the blue sky, the sun was up, we stopped for breakfast, everything was just going like so flawless until we realized we are in the middle of monsoon and the black sky happened over our heads. Next thing we knew, it started bucketing down, so we had to pull over, get the raincoats out, we put all the rain gear on and continued our trip to Banaras. It was 10 bikes, 12 people, so as you could imagine, having a group like that does take a little bit more time than it would usually do. So instead of 4.5, 5 hours that it would normally take from here to Banaras, it took us 7.5. Yeah, but like the rain conditions and all included. We got into the beautiful hotel, had lunch, we were all starving, we are humans after all, apparently. And then it was the time that everyone was so awaiting for.
So you went to the temple.
Time to go and see Kashi Vishwanath. As you all know, you're not really allowed to film inside, so we could only get a couple of glimpses on the outside. But to be honest, maybe just a few of you will really understand what I mean. As you progress closer to the temple, there are a lot of things they just shift inside you and you feel less and less like you wanna shoot something or capture a moment. You don't wanna be so much outwards as you're just going so much inwards to yourself. You start having heavier thoughts, deeper feelings, and at some point as you cross the main security check, you're like all the way inside yourself at that point.
Wow.
So the first mini temple, little Hanuman temple. So after giving our prayers to Hanuman, we had a special arrangement because of our good friends, kind of had a protocol darshan. So we were taken into a small waiting room and then the pujari came out and everything was like super flawless. We could feel like Mahadev was there leading us all the way. Then we went inside the temple, we had a darshan.
How much time did you have for darshan?
On front of the main lingam,
Yeah.
maybe like 5 to 6 seconds, and it's actually considered to be quite,
It's quite long.
it's quite long. So after the darshan, we went for dinner. It was beautiful, incredible dinner. I don't remember the place. It was called something, something, something. And then we went back to the hotel.
So you had a 2-day trip to Banaras. What did you do the next day?
We went down to the Ghats in the morning and it was very surprising and it was very touching and very self-reflective trip because you see raw life happening there. As we were entering the Ghat, I saw a person taking a snan in the river like he was washing away his burden and he was becoming lighter and lighter. And as I turned to my left, I looked at the person who was shaving his head, and in India you do that when you lose someone. And at the same time you see somebody spraying next to the temple, asking Lord for something or for protection, and then you look again to the right and you see little kids playing in the mud, swimming in the river, like they have no worries in their life. When you look at this like left and right again, you understand that our life is full of so many different aspects.
At the same
And it's so important to be there in a moment, to leave it rather than keep chasing something all the time, because we all gonna go down the same way. We're gonna be cremated or buried at some point. So that was very touching. As we were going through the Ghat, we saw this beautiful group of women, and they were going through the laughter exercise that everyone was just laughing, bringing a joy into their life. And on a contrast, on the diversity that you see on the same Ghat, it can be really, really overwhelming.
Wow.
After going through the gamma of feelings and emotions, you get a little bit exhausted. So in order to recover the energy, we went to a really nice place for some special cold coffee with ice cream and some syrups.
Not
That was
chai?
really amazing. Yes, not chai.
Oh, yeah.
After the coffee, we had a little wander around the Banaras through a couple of small temples, little streets, and it was time to go back because it was also the day when we were returning back to Lucknow. So that was basically our trip to Banaras. Thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, hit that hype button if you have it, and help us grow our channel. And help us grow our channel. And help us grow. That's not a glitch. Come on, people, just like and subscribe the video. Help us grow channel Guru and Leela Life in India, and join us on this beautiful journey. Boom,
Chalo,
boom, boom.
bye.